My name is Robin Jacobs, and I am an empty nester mother, and I love it. But I also do some accounting work. I just work in the community at a local gym and am busy all the time, keep myself busy. So it's been about 15 years ago, my sister had a friend who was in NUCCA Care, who was a NUCCA chiropractor. And I started bringing my son over here to the Taekwondo down the street, or down the block, I should say. And you happened to be here, did a little research, and realized that you were NUCCA too. So it was convenient for me to drop him off and come in here. But it was very interesting to me that you didn't have to take my neck and crack it. And that was very encouraging. I have terrible sinus issues all the time, and then just always that dull pain right back here, just like a heavy head. And I knew it had stuff to do with my neck, but I think I can go all the way back to childbirth of my children, and that's when it all was. So that's kind of how it started, is I had to get rid of my headaches. I have been going to the doctor 3 to 4 times. I always say it was every quarter for antibiotics for sinus medication. And it got to the point where I was immune to some of them, the medication. And so I'd have to try to find another antibiotic and stuff like that. And so when I started with this, I hadn't realized, but I had went 1 whole year without even going to the doctor to get an antibiotic for a sinus infection. I didn't have one because I was now aligned, draining, and it was all making sense to me. And so that helped. And then it also helped with, I just had so much more energy after a while, because antibiotics are just not the greatest. So I started looking for more natural stuff too, but I didn't have to when it came to my sinuses. So that has just saved me. I have not, and we were just talking about it, I have not had to ask for an antibiotic for over 4 years for my sinuses. Yeah.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This type of chiropractic care just makes so much more sense. Because knowing that your axis has to be straight to hold your head up, we screw your head on right, and let's get your head on right type deal. It does make a lot of sense. And then just showing it just aligns the spine. I love to naturally crack myself. So instead of having someone else pressure it in or move it in, then that's what happens. And it does take me about 3 days or so, but it's just, to me, a much more safe. It just makes me a little worried sometimes when people take my neck and want to, whip it around. I'm afraid I'm going to get whiplash. So, that was kind of it, because I do have a lot of tension in here. We all do if we sit in front of a computer and stuff. And so when someone takes that and it's already tense, and knowing you're not going to do that to me was so intriguing. And so keeping everything straight, it really does. It's amazing to me and how much my body feels much better. And just walking, I can walk longer periods of time. My knees never click anymore when I go upstairs. That's kind of fun too. Awesome. So yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's kind of the miracle way. You have no idea how it really, really works, because you guys are quiet when you do it. So, but it does work, and just give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Everything is different.